Yo, man, I had to go back. Yeah. Listen, you've got to be kidding me. Our boss, Lord Drought, is infamous and his name resonates throughout the new world with a bounty of 1 billion. Right shot. 1 billion, man. The hype is real with Jack. The hype is real, man. It's like a waterfall. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop with this guy. Holy shit. 1 billion. I mean, the Duke was able to stop the trunk. The Duke has some skills, but the guy was wheezing. After all of that, I mean, maybe he's too old, but he was wheezing. You can see that he's wheezing right then and there. Jack, at the end of the chapter, with Nekomamushi, alright? I mean, like, the dude was able to actually throw Jack. He was able to take Jack by his trunk and just slam him down. And I'm going like, yo, like, these minks aren't scrubs. But Jack gets up, and he has this face on like, nah, y'all done fucked up. Like, y'all done fucked up. You messing with 1 billion, bitches. Know your role. I'm like, yes. Holy, yes. That face, yes. Yes, come on, man. Come the fuck on. This chapter got me mad freaking hyped, man. I like Jack. 1 billion. And then here's the thing. He's 1 billion. He's not the most wanted man in the world. That's Dragon. If Jack's bounty is 1 billion, Kaido's has to be higher. No. And Dragon is he has the highest bounty. We can assume that like all the Yonko have bounties over 1 billion. Jack has a bounty of 1 billion. I mean, there's no way that you're gonna have a subordinate of a Yonko have more, from a bounty standpoint, be worth more than the actual Yonko. There's no way. Ain't no fucking way. No, the Kaido crew, all right, the 100 Beast Pirates, they're all freaks. They're monsters. Listen, all right, before I go any further, right? This is a reaction video, okay? This is not a live reaction. I've already read the chapter. But the moment I saw 1 billion, I just had to go through everything else really quick, and I was like, fuck it. We gonna start recording, we gonna start doing shit. Now, here's the thing. The chapters came out really late today. And by the time I found out that the chapters were out, it was like 9 o'clock at night. So I was like, you know what? Either I do the live reactions tomorrow or I do a reaction tonight. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do a reaction. I'll see how it works out. Now, here's the thing, all right? We have this cycle, and Kiss Manga is very convenient for a reaction. Holy shit. Manga stream was a freaking pain in the ass for Toriko. But Kiss Manga is easy. This is the cycle of the day and night. You have Inu Arashi from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. And then you have Nekomamushi from 6 at night to 6 in the morning, right? That's how it works. And basically, when it hit 6, Inu Arashi passed out immediately. Now, apparently, between him and Nekomamushi, they were once very good friends on the same crew and doing whatnot. And something happened where it's now they're like, there's a lot of animosity between the two, and when they fight each other, they always end up in stalemates. And I quote from Wanda, things became so insufferable that the two dukes, who could no longer stand the sight of each other's faces, decided to split their working hours into 2 halves. That's how this system came about. The whole Caesar Clown thing isn't really explained. The chapter starts off with Caesar's poison gas weapon. Then you have the drool because he sees Brooke and they're like, oh yeah, bones. And I'm like, what the hell? And then even Wanda goes, he still hasn't recovered from all of his injuries, so we must save that for a later time. I'm like, god damn, These hounds, these mutts, they're fiending for Brooke right now. Robin makes the deduction that Caesar was handling all of the manufacturing for Flamingo, and that would include weapons that could be in the reach of Kaido, which is what I said in my previous review. So it wasn't just devil fruits, it was also weapons and whatnot. That's why Jack had this. But then it goes from that to, well, I'd rather not discuss our defeat. So I'm like, well, wait, hold on. That's fairly freaking important. Because, A, we're Caesar, number one. And number two, if there's going to be an invasion on the part of Luffy, so like Luffy and all of his allies against Kaido and all of his allies and all of his men, Kaido is going to have poisonous gas weapons at his disposal. Why on earth would you not want to hear about this? So, I mean, I'm hoping that in the future that they're going to highlight it in this arc. Not in a later arc, in this arc. Because that is going to be a key component when it comes to them facing off against Kaido. How he has Caesar Clown weapons at his disposal to use. And one more thing, before I wrap the video up, there's, well, actually, no, two more things. Number one, when you look at how the gifters, how their power thing works, it's not a normal Zoan, and obviously because it's smile based, but there's something going on here that kind of reminds me of Arm & Hockey in a way, and that's this thing. Let me show you real quick. It's like some weird pattern thing where this guy, he was able to, and apparently it's the one with the black horns. They're the gifters. So you have this weird marking thing on his hand, which I'm not too sure what's going on there. I'll talk about more in my review. And then his hand transforms into a wolf's mouth. So normally a regular Zoan could, like, they wouldn't be able to do that. Like, I mean, unless he's a Cerberus, which, no, there's no way in hell. There's no way. Fuck no. But that's the Blackbeard theory. But a wolf's mouth would normally go for the head portion. That's what normally happens for a Zoan. He was able to do it from his arm, from his hand. I was like, what? How the fuck does that work? And now when I think about it, when I go back to the headliner, Sheep, he has what appears to be a sheep or a goat horn, which would normally be on the head portion, and that's also on his arm. I mean, call me crazy, but the small devil fruits, they have this very strange mutation. I mean, granted, they're not devil fruits per se, but when you look at Momonosuke, his weird quirk was that he couldn't really control when he was going into dragon mode. But he was still a full, you know, like he would still be a genuine dragon in his entirety. Like his leg wouldn't become, you know, like a dragon tail. His hand wouldn't become a dragon mouth. It wasn't weird like that. He became a full-blown dragon. This is kind of funky. So Caesar Clown could highlight more, but he's not there. That whole pattern before that portion transforms, is that like almost like an Arm & Hockey way of like doing it, where like you have to first have the pattern form on the arm and then that thing can form, like the mouth or whatever body part you want of your devil fruit power? Is that the way it is? And so because these guys are pseudo devil fruit users because of the small devil fruit, can they swim? Or can they float? Like there are things I want to find out. I really want to find out about what's going on here in full detail. But it's really fascinating. It's actually kind of strange. I'm pretty sure someone like Vegapunk could actually highlight more on this as well, because he's able to take the souls and put them into weapons. So he would know definitely like what's going on here if he were to see it, or if he actually knew, or if he knows about it from Jump Street. And finally, we find out that Wanda, Carrot, and all these other mink, they are part of the Musketeer squad. They're not Musketeers, but they're part of the squad of Musketeers. So they're highly combatant-based minks. And then finally, you have the Musketeers themselves. And it looks like each Duke, well, it looks like Duke Inuarashi has 3 Musketeers. And then Neko Mamushi would also have 3 Musketeers. And when you compare the two, like, between each other, Duke Inuarashi actually is very regal, and he's noble, chivalrous, and that kind of stuff. That's Duke Inuarashi. He even puts the sword down initially to try and compromise with Jack, which is an absolute fail, obviously, because Jack's response was basically hell to the no, nigga. And boom, trunk power right there. But he did stop the trunk. Now, when it comes to Nekomamushi, who actually is the ruler of the Great Well Forest. He's the guardian of the Great Well Forest. So I guess in his case, there would be guardians, not really musketeers, whatever. We'll find out more about that. He, I would assume, is more like a... How do I put this? He's more like a gang leader. Like that's the way I think he is, because he even has like the weird pipe thing going on. Like he has the pipe thing going on. He looks like a Japanese gang leader of some kind, like a Yakuza boss. Like that's, I think, Nekomamushi, and he's far more violent. He doesn't tolerate bullshit to the same degree. He even says, and I quote, "So when it came to Raizo," and then this is what made Jack revert back into his regular form, which hopefully we're going to see in the next chapter. When he talks about Raizo, he says, because he got the intel beforehand, he says this: if a samurai were stupid enough to set foot on this island, and if something of the sort happened on my watch, he'd already be digesting in my stomach. For I am Nekomamushi, the man who awaits the dawn of this world. He has the scar going on, all this shit. And then Jack reverts back. I mean, is he pulling a Rob Lucci? Is he going half human, half beast? Whatever. All I know is that Jack is about to he's about to bring some pain, whether it be through himself or a weapon. We'll have to wait and see. So that's chapter overall in a nutshell. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say we're gonna see next week, but One Piece will. I just fucking realized actually. One Piece will go on break for the next issue. You see, like right there, that, oh my god. That just fucking killed, like, all of my, You know what? I understand why Oda has to take breaks, because the guy works his ass off on a daily basis. But fuck. But fuck. So, that's it. I'm done. If you guys like the reaction, let me know. So, King Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice goddamn day. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Give me Jack! Give me 1 million! It's over 9,000! No! It's a billion, bitch! It's a billion. Fuck! I'll see you guys later.